We are 10 a.m. And there's still a lot on the plate for discussion this morning. Very shortly, we'll be getting into a very important health conversation. But before that, let's just quickly zoom into a concerning issue. One that one might say has the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Dealer Association up in arms. Joining us on the phone lines right about now is Mr. Techi Ado, and he's the head of communications for the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Association. Mr. Ado, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Harry.
Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Hope you're doing well.
I'm good. I'm blessed. And how about you too?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to hear your voice this morning. What exactly is happening? We know that the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association has announced that beginning Monday, September 8th, that's today, you are embarking on an exercise to ensure strict compliance with the Ghana Investment Promotion Center GIPC Act 2013. Tell us more.
Well, let me say, thank you very much. Let me say, good morning to your viewers and your listeners. Yeah, it's very simple. As you said, you have to quote the Act. Yes, it's based on the Act 865, Section 27.1, talking about the petty trading, which is the boja, how we understand our local palette. But the petty trading belongs to the citizens of Ghana. If you're a foreigner, you cannot engage in petty trading. What you can do is you have to do supplying and leave the retailing for the citizens. The law, the indigenous, talk about the citizens, because somebody can get married to a Ghanaian. That means when married to a Ghanaian, they are qualified to do trading. That's simple. But over the years, this law has been in existence from 1994 up to yesterday. We are still talking about the same law, the same act, the same policy concerning the market. Now, come to Abossey Okai, for instance, selling. We have intercepted 150 shops which belong to the Nigerians.
150 shops.
150 shops. Nigerians, they have an association called NUTAG. That's Nigeria Traders Union, something, that's NUTAG. We met the leadership, we spoke to them. They presented the names and the shops. That's 150, honorably. And we told them the impact of the foreigners, they have invaded the market and we are not happy. So we are going to take an exercise, but we are not going to enforce the law. To enforce the law means to get the backing of the police and the court.
Right.
We are going to act on behalf of the law, which is the Section 27.1, to protect our business. We want to get the data and know the kind of people they have invaded our market, so that it will be more easier for the government, so that we present to the government and Ministry of Trade and Industry. These are the people unlawfully they have invaded the market, which we are not happy. This issue, over the years, the government will form a task force. You will not see anything. They will do one or two actions, then later you will not see anything again. It has been around for a long time, and this time around, we are going to do it a new approach. So let's engage the people. Look, let's close your shop honorably. As you are speaking today, my information is very clear that most of them, they have complied our actions. And now most of them have closed their shops. As you are speaking today, most of them. So by the course of the day, most of them will close their shops. Then we'll take off from there. We are not going to fight anybody. Just a simple exercise. Honorably, close your shops. Let's see the people. Because we are the executives. Government cannot come to the market and come identify people who are not citizens, or we are aliens, or we are not qualified. We, the executives, need to do so to help the government. That's what we are doing.
So, Mr. Ado, you say they've got to close their shops, what, by close of business today?
Today, from today, 8 to Wednesday.
You've given them from today, the 8th of September, to the 10th of September, that's Wednesday, or else?
Exactly. Or else, we'll go to court to seek for an injunction, so that means we are going to enforce the law. That's what I'm saying. Now we are not enforcing it because we don't have the power to do so. From anybody who refuses to comply, by Wednesday, we'll go to court for court injunction, court order, so that we'll use force to do so.
Mr. Addo, let me ask a question then. What impact do you think this move might have on Ghana's reputation for hospitality towards foreigners?
You see, that's the reason why Ghana is not moving forward. ECOWAS protocol is working. This law was in existence before the ECOWAS protocol was adopted. So 1994. You and I know. But mind you, the European Union was formed, but Great Britain, England refused to accept to add their money to the euros. You agree with me? We have our laws.
Indeed.
So why can't we protect our? You see, the laws should work. The ECOWAS protocol is there, but every country is a sovereign nation. Ghana is a republic country. Ghana is a sovereign nation. We have our laws, our rules and regulations, which is governing everybody. So we are going according to our rules and the laws. That's what I'm saying. We are not going to enforce the law. We are going to act on behalf of the law. That is 37(1). Simple. Nobody is going to harm anybody. Nobody is going to force anybody.
Right.
Honorably, go ahead and quit your shop.
Now, Mr. Addo, I know this is an ever-evolving situation, and we'll be having more discussions on this particular front. But my final question to you, and if we can round up in about a minute or so, how might government inaction or perceived inaction impact the trust between local businesses and the authorities?
It's very difficult, but this kind of government is doing its best. Now, the inflation, exchange rate, import duty has reduced a little bit. So far, I must say that for the past 4 months, there's a little changes in our daily dealings with the government. So the government is performing, but it's so much. But yes, we are not. You see, it's very difficult to get the dollar. That's what the problem is. We are not getting the dollar. We are not getting the hard copy, the hard dollar, the hard currency. We are not getting it. But the importation of duties has reduced. At least instead of you to pay maybe 100,000, you are paying 50,000, 60,000. It depends where you're getting your goods is coming from. So more or less the government is performing. But nonetheless, the foreigners, they are destroying the market.
Mr. Addo, we're very grateful for your time this morning. As I mentioned, we're following this very keenly, and I know we'll have further conversations. We see how today pans out. You have this ultimatum that ends on Wednesday. We'll have some conversations also on Wednesday. Thank you for joining us on the program. Mr. Techi Addo is the head of communications, Abossey Okai Spare Parts Association. But we segue now into our next conversation, and I'm very excited to have this conversation. Dr.